Today, from M&T Bank Stadium,
the winner gets a trip to sunny Arizona for Super Bowl 57. The AFC title game is underway. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Jackson now off the bootleg. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. They'll wind up getting 10 back there, as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's David Arnett picking it off. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So the Colts in great position here as they get things started. Leading the charge under center will be their 6'5" quarterback, Carson Wentz.
And when you look at him, you see that he's got all the tools you want in a quarterback. The big frame, the quick release, strong arm, has escapability. The issue sometimes, tries to do too much instead of just taking the throws that are available to him, and occasionally turnovers get him into trouble.
And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even, but it's second down. Meanwhile, Wentz's throw complete here to Doyle. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Adafe Owe gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz, he's letting this one go for Fuller. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23. They'll start with the option. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
They run for the first time with Justice Hill. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Play action. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. We're scoreless after 1. Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Jackson going to keep it running right. And they They get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And they run with Edwards off the option. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Jackson now. This is caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's 1st and goal. A chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. Off the option, here's Edwards. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. And they run with Edwards off the option. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. 3rd and goal. Jackson going to run. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Throwing is Wentz. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Working with a 2nd and 3. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he's brought down. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2nd and 11 now. From the gun, Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better? You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
Off the option, here's Edwards. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. Edwards, touchdown, Baltimore. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. It's time for our player spotlight right now as we get a look at Carson Wentz. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Into the secondary past the 40. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 75 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. A throw taken in by Tylan Wallace. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. 7 yards the pickup there. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. And incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. To throw again is Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Jackson. His throw here is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
That'll be caught. Wallace hauls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Now Jackson on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. And Jackson throwing once more. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Tucker's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Colts football and Michael Pittman, helmet back on and ready to go. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Yeah, something to get in the ball. We'll see if they can do it. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So that'll back them up 5. Here's Wentz to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw is Wentz. He's got Jack Doyle. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to float this over the middle deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, 1 half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it's going to be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Chicago Bears. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half and the right to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, as I'm privileged to hand things back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 115 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Nyheim Hines, his first carry, and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as Atwood falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This is caught by Williams. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Hines. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Hines again. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kylan Granson. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. A swing pass here to Edwards. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. First and 10, Taylor now. Shoves him aside near the 35. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, it's Hines. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Taylor. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they run with Edwards off the option. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Jackson. Fighting through. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Doyle. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Fuller brings it in over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. He's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Fights loose. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air is out.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Malik Harrison gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll drop this down to Jackson, and he's taken down inside the 30.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got Fuller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Back to throw here. This to Hines on the drop-off. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. On 2nd down, right back to Hines. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Here we go. A big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Hines. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. Jackson to throw. That is caught. Bateman, but only able to muster a gain up to the 8-yard line. Clock running here under 90 seconds to go. And that's complete to Brown. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Off the option, here's Edwards. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. forced out to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Connecting with Hill. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth quarter lead. Now Jackson. That one complete to Prochet. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Face mask. Defense. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down. One last shot for Jackson. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. The Colts are champions of the AFC as we sign off here and say goodnight, everybody. And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Tonight, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's the NFC Championship Game.
Now this with a chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57. We are underway now in the NFC Championship. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Back to throw, Fields. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. That's into the hands of Isaiah Coulter. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Fields now to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Simmons. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. On first down, Herbert. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Fields. Complete to Mooney on the slant. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate. Gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Russell Wilson leads out the Seattle Seahawks offense. The veteran Wilson, a 3rd-round pick back in 2012.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Here's Carson. And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
They go play action now. Wilson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. First look here for DJ Dallas. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. A 10-play drive that time, and it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Fields. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. After the interception, here's Wilson being chased out left. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. There's Wilson to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. We'll check on his status when we get back. They go back to Carson here on 2nd. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now Wilson on 1st down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to get this inside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Draw play. This is Carson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. He gets this to Coulter complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. That's going to be caught by Coulter. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. On the give, this is Cohen. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Fields. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. And it's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Fields. Open man there is Cleveland. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that'll bring him back within 4. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Wilson. This complete to Lockett. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Again, Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Now Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Freddie Swain there to make the grab. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carson. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Carson. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the Indianapolis Colts who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. On third down, Wilson. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear? And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Carlos Dunlap able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now a give right side. Herbert. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there? Because
Possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this third and fourth quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
Now Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Wilson's throw caught here by Metcalf. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now it's Wilson. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw is Wilson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Call it a big loss of 10 there. And it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will get the lead up to 14. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way the defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change, because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. L.J. Collier. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Fields. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
36 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again is Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 14. From the shotgun, this will be Dallas. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10. Once again, it's Dallas. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. There's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Colby Parkinson there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are closing in on a Super. And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks.